The UN Secretary-General says we are in a battle for survival, referring to the fight against global warming. World leaders and diplomats have gathered in Egypt for the COP27 climate summit and are urging collective efforts despite many challenges like the war in Ukraine. Our Jung-sil reports.
UN Secretary-General Antonio Guterres began his COP27 climate summit speech with a strong message.
We are on a highway to climate hell with our foot still on the accelerator.
The UN chief told world leaders on Monday at the UN Climate Change Conference in Egypt that the planet is fast approaching a tipping point that will make climate chaos irreversible.
Humanity has a choice: cooperate or perish. It is either a climate solidarity pact or a collective suicide pact.
The climate pact Guterres refers to is one between the world's richest and poorest countries to accelerate a shift from fossil fuels to alternative energy sources. On Monday, Guterres urged the leaders to speed up funding to poorer countries already struggling due to the effects of climate change. The UN chief also emphasized the need for cooperation between the US and China. He called them the two largest economies and said that they have a particular responsibility to join efforts to make the pact a reality. World leaders from more than 100 countries are participating in this week's climate summit. French President Emmanuel Macron and British Prime Minister Rishi Sunak were among the leaders who called for collective efforts despite the ongoing war in Ukraine.
Putin's abhorrent war in Ukraine and rising energy prices across the world are not a reason to go slow on climate change. They are a reason to act faster.
So war should not slow us down. On the contrary, it has to consolidate our own agenda on biodiversity and climate, which are essential.
China and India are not participating despite being two of the three most carbon-emitting countries in the world, and U.S. President Joe Biden is expected to come later in the week after the U.S. midterm elections. Jung-sil, Arirang News.